Hey everybody, Chris Lotus here. I hope you're doing well. So, before I get to anything else, I just want to extend a heartfelt thanks to everybody, whether you watch the channel and you know me personally, or if you don't, but anybody that has ever reassured me that it's okay if I don't get content out when I plan to, people that reassure me that it's okay to take time off for my well being, my mental health, everything in between. I want to thank you from the bottom to the top with the entirety of my heart because I really need that at sometimes. I really do, because I'm sure most of you have heard of the concept or the saying about us being our own worst critics, and best believe that does definitely apply to me. I even love how this one motivational speaker, that's how I assume he is. I just happened to see a clip. I don't know this person per se, but he was talking to a group of people and brought up the whole concept of people talking about their haters, like, oh, I got haters over here and haters over there, when the biggest hater you have is yourself in most cases. And yeah, that definitely applies to me. So once again, whether or not you know me personally, but you like what I do here on YouTube, everybody that has reassured me that it's okay if I don't get content out on time at all, and just to look after myself and my mental health and my well-being first. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the reminders, because those of you that watch the channel and know me personally know how hardcore of a workaholic I can be. And in most cases, I've done it too much to where it's been bad for my health. With that being said, I do want to also apologize to those of you who were expecting some fresh new content on the channel this month. Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. And just to dive a bit deeper, for those that don't know, about 3 weeks ago, I posted that I took the entirety of November off because when it came to fighting game content, just the whole entire matter of it, like everything surrounding it, at that time, I just was not happy. And so I just decided to just walk away from it for a bit. And I figured just taking that month off would be enough for me to come back and be like, okay, I'm raring to go. I think, long story short, which is funny because I had a talk with one of my best friends in the entire world. She gets a kick. She always laughs whenever I say long story short, because whenever I say that, ironically, the long story is not made short. Here I could probably do it because I have the magic of editing on my side. But long story short, I think I might have come back a bit too early because the first half of December just kind of kicked me every which way mentally and everything. For those of you that may not have been here, of course, roughly a year ago was when I had got COVID, and the case of COVID got terrible because I wasn't hydrating correctly and I wasn't moving around still, and that developed into rhabdomyolysis that I got in my lower legs, which had me wheelchair bound for about a month. And if you're wondering about that, physically I'm doing better. I can walk around. It's just my stamina is still kind of shot. But overall, I'm in a much better place physically and mentally compared to last year. But just simply put, I think I might have come back a bit too early, but that was probably due to the fact that I didn't want to let the rest of the year go out without any new content. But once again, like some of y'all assure me, you gotta do what's good for yourself first. So there you have it. I don't want this to be one of these trauma dumping sessions or whatnot, but at the same time, I do think that you all at least are owed an explanation as to why the content isn't coming, despite the fact I did kind of hype it up. You know, that's just basically that. So with that being said, you see the title, let's talk about it. Plans for 2025. First off, I want to take a bit of time to put out a reminder about a new project that I have announced, but I'm not sure how many people have heard about it because I haven't really been uploading that much, so here you go. What's up, y'all? Chris Lotus here from the future. Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to take this time to formally announce my second YouTube channel, Chrysalid's Unorthodox Path. On this channel, I'll be talking about and playing pretty much anything that's not a fighting game, mostly visual novels and hero shooters. I've actually been enjoying Marvel Rivals a whole lot ever since it came out, so best believe there's going to be a lot of content for that game on there. While I was on hiatus, I really just wanted to take a break from fighting games, and I just really needed something different. And while I was on that hiatus, that pretty much inspired me to start this channel. So if you're sick and tired of hearing me yap about fighting games and want to hear me talk about something different or play something different, head on over to Chrysalid's Unorthodox Path. In addition to Marvel Rivals, I will also be starting my first ever playthrough of Slay the Princess, a visual novel that I have been told that I will definitely enjoy. So if that or anything else I've mentioned interests you, once again, subscribe to Chrysalid's Unorthodox Path. Now back to the video. And there you have it, a little bit of extra information about the new channel that I did not mention in that clip. I will officially start uploading in 2025 next year. So the channel is up right now, you can subscribe to it, but uploads will be going live next year. So definitely look forward to that. Moving right along, I usually try to surprise you all when it comes to surprise content, like stuff that I put teases and stuff out there about, because I'm pretty sure a couple of you may recall in a couple of community posts that I had hinted that this channel was going to be icy on December. Well, December's almost over and I don't think that's going to happen. And rather than just keeping y'all guessing, I'm just going to pretty much announce my plans right here. I guess as a ways to make it up for the fact that I'm not going to get the content out at the time that I wanted to. So some of you might have caught the hint that I was going to revisit the iceberg concept again. And the funny thing about it is it wasn't going to be one iceberg, it was going to be 3. So one of them that I'm pretty sure that you all have been eagerly waiting for an update to was the Ultimate SNK fighting game iceberg. I was planning to have the next part of that up this month, but it didn't happen. The second iceberg was actually going to be an update to the fighting game guest character iceberg. Like I always kept calling it the fighting game guest character iceberg V2 for some reason. I don't know why I like the titling of that. But seeing that a lot of you pointed out some stuff that I missed, I also did a bit of digging and found some other characters I missed. And of course, with recent events within the past year, we've gotten some more guest characters. So yeah, that video was long overdue for an update. So there was that. The third iceberg, I'm still gonna keep a bit of a mystery, but I will throw up the thumbnail right here. You're more than welcome to put your guesses in the comment section. The funny thing is, I am also working on another iceberg video, but it's not for my channel. The big homie That Creepy Reading is putting out the next and final edition of his Disturbing Video Games iceberg, which you know I have been involved in from the beginning, and we are working on that as we speak. Not sure if y'all can tell, but I am a little bit affectionate about the whole iceberg concept because I've always kind of looked at it as like a scavenger hunt. Like my fighting game guest character iceberg, I made that from the bottom up. The Ultimate SNK fighting game iceberg, I had help from the likes of Raito, Raging Rowan, and others. I did contribute some stuff into that iceberg, but still, I just like the whole scavenger hunt kind of deep diving aspect of them. And of course, y'all have been liking the SNK iceberg so far. So I was really trying to make a return back to that particular format because despite how lengthy the process might be, especially if you're like making you're making the iceberg yourself from the bottom up, it's like I enjoy doing that. It's a lot of fun for me. Now that I think about it, there was a video that I wanted to drop alongside the fighting game guest character iceberg V2. It was gonna serve as something of like an appetizer before the really big video. You know what? Just to make it up to the fact that, of course, I don't think I'm gonna get this video out in time because if I didn't make it clear or if you haven't figured it out, I'm going to be dedicating most of my time to helping Creepy finish up the last part of his iceberg. But with that being said, to make it up for y'all, I'm going to put the thumbnail up right here. So there you go. Again, you're more than welcome to speculate and guess what these videos might be in the comment section. Have at it. Finally, the last thing I want to announce actually isn't like part of my 2025 plans. Instead, I am going, unless I get sick or something, like gravely sick or something, this video is going to come out before the end of the year. It has to be because I know some people do this in various different ways, but I want this video to be out before the end of 2024. And that video is the first annual Lotus Awards, which is basically going to be my personal favorites and least favorite fighting game related things from, of course, the year in question. With that being said, I think that is the long and short of all the announcements that I wanted to give. Again, thank you all for being patient with me. thank you all for reassuring that I take care of myself before anything else. Once again, I apologize if you were looking forward to some fresh new content this month and it's not going to come out until like January. I am going to try to nail all of this stuff out by January. Fighting game guest character Iceberg V2, definitely. The next part of the SNK fighting game Iceberg. Third one might take a little bit more time, but again, we shall see. Also, before I forget, if there is some significant trailer or something for a fighting game, I will be covering it ASAP. It's really been just the influx of fighting game announcements that's kind of pushed a lot of these bigger projects back. Like Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, SNK has been killing it with the marketing for that game. The indie fighting game market is trying to come up, like so much stuff to talk about, but aside from just not having the time to talk about everything, I'm not complaining. But yeah, that does it for announcements. Let me know what you think below, and until next time, I am the Chris Lotus, signing off. You all take care of yourselves, be safe out there, be cool to each other, stay warm, and stay hydrated, please. See ya.